We ask you please rise to the singing of our national anthem. Number 32, Stephanie Manus. And now the Holtville starting lineup. Batting first, playing second base, number 3, Amy Strong. Batting second in left field, number 5, Lauren Heiler. Batting third, playing first base, number 7, Jennifer Downs. On the mound, batting fourth, number 22, Melanie Baker. In center field, batting fifth, number 9, Linda Valdovinos. Batting sixth, designated player, number 10, Sarah Gotti. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 4, Michael Johnston. Behind the plate, batting eighth, number 21, Emily Irungaray. Batting ninth at third base, number 1, Melissa Tabita. And in right field, number 6, Michelle Strong. The Vikings are coached by Mike Wallstrom with assistants Ronnie Tabita and Chris Baker. Now let's end Owen. In center field, batting second, number 1, Rachel Labby. Batting third at shortstop, number 8, Amber Carlton. In right field, batting fourth, number 15, Jackie Young. In left field, number 5, batting fifth, Sarah Ruiz. Batting sixth on the mound, number 12, Amber Williams. Batting seventh, designated player, number 11, Christy Heiser. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 10, Shannon Free. Batting ninth, second base, number 2, Jenny Spencer. Starting at first base, number 3, Charlene Goodall. The rest of the Panthers, number 4, Joey Lamb. Number 6, Jamie Mercurio. Number 9, Stacy Greenblatt. And number 19, Cameron Keel. The Panthers are coached by Vince Maruca with assistants Dan Stolbarger and Ted Carlton. Today's umpires at first base.
Welcome to the Division IV Girls Softball Championship, the Horizon Panthers and the Holtville Vikings. The first baseman is Charlene Goodall. At second base, Jenny Spencer, and as they gather on the mound, the third baseman Shannon Free, and the shortstop is Amber Tarleton. Left fielder Sarah Ruiz, in center field Rachel Labby, and in right field Jackie Young. And we started off now. The pitcher on the mound for Horizon is Amber Williams. She's got a 1-0 count. Amy Strom at the plate. Just getting underway, the championship game between Holtville and Horizon. Horizon out on the field. There's a foul away by Owen. 2 balls, 1 strike. Behind the plate today, Tim Dickey at first base. Greg Cemental and Avery McKesney is the third base umpire. 2-1 pitch, high pop-up. Under it is the second baseman, Jenny Spencer, and she makes the catch. Excuse me, Jenny Spence, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Lori Heiler.
Now batting for the Vikings.
Heiler, the left fielder for Holtville. First pitch to her, in there for a strike, 0-1. Williams looks in. Next pitch low. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a chopper to third. throw over is in time for the out, and quickly 2 up and 2 down. That play made by Shannon Free. And Jennifer Downs is the batter. She's the first baseman.
Now batting for the Vikings.
Holtville came in as the second seed out of the Desert League. In league, they were 10-0, and in the regular season, 19-1. First pitch is taken up high, 1-0. Takes a strike in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, Melanie Baker at cleanup. So she's way ahead in the count now. Horizon came in as the first seed out of the Coastal League. They also went undefeated in the league, 14-0, 19-5 overall in the regular season. The pitch fouled away. So Amber Williams with the 2-strike count on Jennifer Downs. Pitch way up high. And it's a full count now on Jennifer Downs. 3-2. 3-2 pitch taken, ball 4 low. Well, she tried to get her to chase and couldn't quite do it, so the first base runner for Holtville.
Now batting for the Vikings, pitcher Melanie Baker.
And here's Melanie Baker. She's also the starting pitcher. So that last batter actually was Jennifer Downs. There's a pitch in there for a strike. Next pitch is taken outside for a ball. Jennifer Downs is on after the leadoff walk, or after the 2-out walk. Next pitch is a ground ball to second base, and it's going to get through. That should go as an error on Jenny Spencer. Advancing to second, Jennifer Downs, and Linda Valdivinos, the next hitter. And indeed, the official score gives an error to Spencer on the play. As Amber Williams turns around and tells her, shake it off, there's 2 down. Runners at first and second now, though. Holtville is threatening. Valdivinos, the number 5 hitter, takes low for a ball, 1-0. Sarah Gotti on deck, the designated player. The 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside, 2-0. So after Williams able to get the first 2 outs pretty easily, a pop-up to second and a grounder to third, gives up a 2-out walk, and then an error, puts runners at first and second. There's a fastball in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. That one's taken inside, and now Williams falling behind. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 taken low, ball 4, so Holtville with a little 2-out rally going here. Advancing to third, Downs. Baker goes to second. And Valdivinos on at first with the bases loaded.
For the Vikings, designated player Sarah Gotti.
And here's Sarah Gotti. And the first pitch taken up high, 1-0. Well, Williams started off very accurate and really should be out of the inning. Now trying to battle out of this one. Throws one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch in there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Amber Williams way ahead in the count now. The 1-2 pitch fouled away. Good job there by Sarah Gotti to just keep it alive. Didn't look like she was trying to do anything with it, but just put the ball in play, kind of shorten the stroke a little bit. The 1-2 again, taken way up high for a ball, 2-2. So Amy Strom started off by popping up to second. Lori Heiler grounded to third, but then a walk, an error, and a walk as the bases loaded. 2 down here in the top of the first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Amber Williams gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Setting the defense for the Holtville Vikings at first base, Jennifer Downs. Second base, Amy Strom, and next to her the shortstop, Michael Johnston. At third base is Melissa Tabita. In left field, coming up is Lori Heiler. Center field is Linda Valdivinos, and in right field, Michelle Strom. Behind the plate for Holtville is Emily Irungrai, as the first pitch of the first inning to Robin Owen is fouled away for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. On the mound, Melanie Baker for the Holtville Vikings. Standing up there for the Panthers, Robin Owen. She's behind in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Baker getting the sign now from Irungrai. Next pitch is taken up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Owen will be followed by Rachel Labby and Amber Tarleton. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Taken low. 2-1 the count to Owen. Here's the next pitch, and it's low for a ball, and Baker behind in the count now. 3 balls and 1 strike. Owen with a good hitter's count here. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. There's a fly down the right side, and a nice running catch by Michelle Strom, running in right at the line, makes the play, and there's 1 away. Tough play to make coming over near the line.
Rachel Labby.
Caught it right off the shoe tops, and there's 1 away. Rachel Labby now at the plate. Holtville in the green and gold, Horizon in the red and black. Just underway in the bottom half of the first inning. And the first pitch to Labby in there for a strike. Horizon dodged a bullet in the first inning after getting the first 2 outs. Holtville loaded the bases, but the Panthers able to get out of it. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Baker, and that's in there for a strike. 0-2 to Labby. Vince Maruka, the third base coach and also the head coach for Horizon, and wasted a pitch just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, trying to get Labby to chase there. Melanie Baker with the 1-2 pitch, called strike 3, and there's 2 away. Well, she's definitely throwing some heat up there. Owen was late on the ball that she hit right down the right field line, and catches Labby looking. And now Amber Tarleton, the batter. She's the shortstop.
Amber Tarleton.
And the pitch is in there for a strike. Melanie Baker throwing strikes early in the count, which is always good as a pitcher. They always say the most important pitch is strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to second. Fielded easily by Amy Strom, who throws to first and gets her. We've played 1 full, and there's no score.
For the Panthers, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, 6 errors. No one left on. After 1 full inning, still no score.
Amber Williams on the mound for the Horizon Panthers in her second inning of work now. Both teams failing to score in the first inning. Michael Johnson takes a strike to start off the second inning. No balls, 1 strike. Williams able to get out of a jam in the first inning. After a couple walks and an error, loaded the bases. There's another pitch in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes the count, way ahead of Johnson. Irungrai on deck. Williams steps off for a moment. Now she's ready. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Belted toward third and through for a base hit. Got by the shortstop, Amber Tarleton. And the first hit of the ball game by Michael Johnston to get things going for Holtville. Now the catcher, Irungrai, will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Vikings, catcher.
First hit for either side.
Irungrai.
Williams into the wind, and the first pitch is a pitch out. Throw down the right field line, but not far enough away. Good backup by Jackie Young, the right fielder, to make sure that Johnston doesn't advance, and the count's 1-0 now to Irungrai. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Michael Wallstrom, the head coach for Holtville. There's a foul back out into the stands and out of play. 1-2. Irungrai, the number 8 hitter, and the catcher for Holtville. Williams still way ahead in the count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball deep center field. Going back and making the catch is Rachel Labby, and quickly gets it back in. Nice play by Labby. Johnston retreats back to first base. Well, the first 2 balls here in the second inning have been hit pretty well off of Amber Williams, but a little help from her defense there, and Labby showed some good range out there in center field making that play.
Third baseman, Melissa Tabita.
Here's Melissa Tabita, the third baseman. Johnston's still on at first. Horizon plays in for the double play as the first pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, outside for a ball. Johnston bluffs going. 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing you notice about Horizon right away, good hustle out there on the field. 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled away. And now Williams way ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And first base umpire Greg Cemental says they need to change balls after that one. Maybe a little scuff on it after they fouled it off into the dirt. The 1-2 to Tabita way outside. Maybe looking to see if Johnston was going to try anything. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is a big pitch here. Williams would like to not go to a full count if possible. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to third, off the glove. It goes to the shortstop, and the play is not in time. Good hustle by Tabita getting down the line. The ball went off of Shannon Free, and Amber Tarleton with good backup, but able to beat it out, and that will go as an error on the third baseman. So runners at first and second, 1 away.
Now batting for the Vikings,
Amber Williams
Amy Strong
has been getting the ground balls, but they've been able to elude the gloves of the Horizon players on the infield. There's a shot into center field caught by Labby, who's playing shallow. Amy Strom flies out to center field for the second out. Holding at second base, Johnston. At first base, Tabita. And Lori Heiler, grounded to third in her first at-bat, comes to the plate. So once again, Amber Williams trying to battle out of a jam. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Williams seems to grab that little extra right when she needs it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up foul territory. Coming back and making the catch is Robin Owen, and that will end the top of the second. Holtville threatens but doesn't score. We go to the bottom of the second. No score.
After 1.5, no score.
For Horizon, and takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. On the mound, Melanie Baker for Holtville throws outside, 2-0. Young, the cleanup hitter for Horizon. Two-0 pitch, taking all the way. Going to make her throw a strike. 2-1. Young will be followed by Sarah Ruiz and Amber Williams. Fouls the ball away. And the count evens now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Baker has a new ball. And Young steps in. Here's a pitch up high. And the count full to Young, 3-2. Melanie Baker had a little bit of control problem in the first inning, but was able to eventually get a 1-2-3 inning. And throws it low for a ball. Ball 4. And Horizon has their first base runner of the ball game on a bases on balls. This is the Division IV Girls Softball Championships for CIF. The Horizon Panthers come in at 19-5, and Holtville comes in at 19-1. And it's just how you would want it. In the brackets, the number 1 seed against the number 2 seed.
Now batting for the Panthers.
So Sarah Ruiz getting some directions from Vin Maruka. And the first pitch is a ball, 1-0. They may be trying to figure out a way to get that runner to second base and get her in scoring position. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Baker. Shows bunt and takes it for a strike, 1-1. Let's see if she shows bunt again. Trying to get that runner to second base any way they possibly can. Holtville plays in at the corners. This time she does bunt at it, but fouls it away. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now, and that may change the strategy. 1-2 the count. Now if you try to bunt here and foul it away, it's a strikeout. So they may have Ruiz just swing it away now. Baker looks in. She's got the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A bluff throw by a run guy over to first base. So a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 2 for Baker in the ballgame. 1 out, and the runner, Jackie Young, remains
Now
at first base.
Panthers pitcher, Amber Williams.
Amber Williams now the number 6 hitter in the order. Going to try and help her own cause here, and let's see if they have her bunting. Timeout is called. Amber getting a sign from third base. She's so anxious to get up there to the plate and just hit away that she wasn't looking for the sign. Shows bunt, takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Christy Heiser, the designated player, on deck for Horizon. They'd like to get that runner to second base before they make the second out. There's a pitch, gets all the way to the backstop, and Young will get to second base without them having to do anything. So the count evens at 1-1. Jackie Young goes to second base on a wild pitch by Baker. And so now, with 1 out, let's see if they try to move the runner to third or if they just let Williams swing away now. And timeout is called just as Baker goes into her windup. Horizon maybe going to, part of their strategy, try and mess up the timing of Baker. Pitch is taken up high for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Good hitters count now for Amber Williams. The 2-1 pitch popped up, foul territory on the right side. Coming over and making the catch is the right fielder, Michelle Strom, and holding the runner at second, Young. So now that's a big second out for Melanie Baker, and it's going to be up to Christy Heiser to see if they can get that run across. We're in the bottom half of the second inning, still no score.
For the Panthers, designated hitter Christy Heiser.
And Horizon, with their first threat of the game, takes in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards second. Fielded easily and the throw to first in time. And that will do it for the second inning. Horizon gets a runner to second, but leaves her there. We go to the third, still no score. Top of the third inning, Jennifer Downs stepping in, and the first pitch to her is in there for a strike. No balls, one strike. The pitcher on the mound for Horizon, Amber Williams. Still no score in the third inning. 1-0 pitch, hit late right to the first baseman. Making the catch is Charlene Goodall, and there's one away.
Now batting for the Vikings, pitcher Melanie Baker.
Here's Melanie Baker, reached on an error by the second baseman in the first inning, but was stranded at second base. So far in the first two innings, Amber Williams has pitched out of trouble in both times. In the first pitch, a good cut, fouled away, 0-1. Williams looks in. Here's the 0-1 pitch, ripped into left center field, and that's going to split the alley. Rounding first and heading for second with a one-out double is Melanie Baker. So talk about a pitcher helping her own cause. She does right there. That's the best hit ball of the ball game, and a one-out double will bring up Linda Valdivinos, who reached on a walk in the first inning. And that'll bring a huddle for the Horizon Panthers. Holtville in the first inning loaded the bases with 2 outs, but Amber Williams able to get out of that with a strikeout to end the inning. And then again, Holtville threatened in the second inning by getting runners to first and second with 1 out, but again, Williams able to battle out of that. Now she's got a runner at second, 1 out, and Valdivinos stepping in, right-handed batter. First pitch taking all the way, strike, 0-1.
Fielder Linda Valdivinos.
The 0-1 pitch, checked her swing and took it outside for a ball, 1-1. One pitch is low. 2-1 the count. She does have first base open. They might want to think about turning the double play. We'll see here. Chops that foul. And the count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Baker, the runner at second base after the 1-out double, and we're in the top half of the third inning. No score. The 2-2. Called, strike 3, and another big strikeout right when Amber Williams needs it. She gets it. That's her second strikeout of the ball game. And now Sarah Gowdy, the batter, and she struck out to end the first inning. So now 2 outs. Baker still at second base. And the pitch, ground ball off of Williams. Second baseman coming over, flips to first. It got away. Coming in to score, Melanie Baker, and the Vikings lead it 1-0. The ball went into the dugout, so Gowdy will be allowed to go all the way over to second base on the play. And that will go as an error on the second baseman, Jenny Spence. So no RBI on the play. Baker able to score all the way from second base on a good heads-up base running. There's a shot into center field. That's a base hit. And they're sending Gowdy home. Here comes the throw, and she will score. 2-0 Vikings. Going to second on the throw is Michael Johnston with an RBI single. Goes to second on the throw home. Well, the Vikings relentless out there at the plate, able to score on an error by Spence, and then a solid single by Johnston. Knocks in the next run, and good heads-up base running on the high throw home. She just never stopped running, went all the way down to second base.
Now batting for the Vikings, catcher Emily Irungaray.
Here's Emily Arungrai. The catcher flew to center field in her first at-bat. One thing the Vikings have figured out about Williams is when she does get it in there, she puts it right over the plate, so they should be up there hacking away. First pitch, high drive, well hit, deep center field, but tracking it down and making the play, Rachel Labby, and that will be the final out of the top of the third, but not before the Vikings score two on a hit. On a couple of hits, we go to the bottom half, 2-0, Vikings over the Panthers. Shannon Free is going to lead it off for the Horizon Panthers in the bottom of the third. Panthers down by 2. It's a 2-0 ball game. She'll be followed by Jenny Spencer and Robin Owen, the top of the order. Melanie Baker has given up a couple walks in the game, but has not given up a hit yet.
Third baseman Shannon.
And she is struck out too. Free hits a ground ball to shortstop. The throw to first is in time. Quickly, one pitch, one out. Michael Johnston with the play. So right now, Melanie Baker really looks like she's settling in here. Here's Jenny Spencer. Fastball fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Baker, just like Amber Williams, really likes to just put the ball in there and see what they can do with it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 0-2, the count. And the 0-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to short again. Good play, the throw to first, not in time. So first base umpire Greg Cemental said no, and good hustle by Jenny Spencer. It was a tough play for Johnston. She bobbled it just briefly and doing the splits over there at first base to try and make it a closer play, Jennifer Downs, but that'll be a base hit all the way.
Robin Owen.
So the first hit given up now by Melanie Baker. And now here's Robin Owen. Let's see how they fare the second time through the order. She takes low for a ball, 1-0. Owen flew to right field in her first at-bat. It was a nice play by Michelle Strom, ranging over near the foul line. 1-0 pitch taken in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 out, Spencer on at first base. Here's Baker with the 1-1 pitch. There's a shot and a base hit into right center field. It's going to split the alley. Rounding second and heading for third is Spencer, and in with a double, Robin Owen. And here come the Horizon Panthers right back. The ball just picked up speed as it hit the outfield grass and was able to split between Valdivinos and Strom. Valdivinos did a good job of not letting it go to the wall, or else Spencer would have scored. So Baker in some trouble now with 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position, throws way outside. 1-0 to Labby. Labby was called out on strikes in the first inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Chopper, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Coming in to score on the play is Jenny Spencer, and advancing to third base, Owen, and on the throw home, going to second base, Rachel Labby. So that'll be an RBI single. Good aggressive base running by both sides. It's a 2-1 ball game now. Holtville with a 1-run lead. And that was a key play there, allowing Labby to get over to second base on the throw. Owen forced the throw by going about halfway down the third baseline and then pulling up. So Horizon looking to come up with a big inning of their own now. They're down 2-1, just one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Owen at third, Labby at second, and Amber Tarleton, the shortstop, at the plate.
Now batting for the Panthers, shortstop Amber Tarleton.
So Melanie Baker, who had not given up a hit coming into this inning, gives up 3 straight, single, double, single. First pitch is taken up high for a ball and could be just that second time through the lineup. Horizon has her a little bit better measured now, knows what she's going to throw, and they're up there hacking away. Here's the 1-0 pitch, squares to bunt, takes in there for a strike, 1-1. And again, Holtville is playing that infield in to try and cut off a run. 1-1 pitch fouled straight away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tarleton, who grounded to second in her first at bat. Baker would love a strikeout here to get that second out. Here's the 1-2, threw a changeup, got by the catcher, and coming in to score and tying the ball game, Owen, going to third is Rachel Labby. So we're all tied up at 2. It's a 2-2 count to Tarleton. And that's got to be a wild pitch all the way. So now Labby with the go-ahead run at third base, a 2-2 count to Tarleton. Well, it looked like Baker was trying to get Tarleton to chase there. Let up on the ball on a changeup, but Tarleton was letting it go when she saw it went in the dirt, and it got all the way by the catcher, a run guy. Still playing in to try and cut off that run now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Melanie Baker had a long look in, a run guy. Now ready, gives her the sign. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. So that's a big second out for Baker and her third strikeout of the ballgame.
Now batting for the Panthers.
2 down, and now the infield can retreat back, and Jackie Young, the batter, walked in the second inning. We're in the bottom of the third of a 2-2 tie. The first pitch is taken low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Baker. Got a bat on it, but fouled it away. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Baker still looking as intense as ever out there on the mound. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Young. Bounced it in the dirt, got by a run guy. Coming in is scoring Rachel Labby, and the Panthers have taken a 3-2 lead. You know, the frustrating part about it for Baker is that she's been pitching well since she got the runners on base, but a couple of balls in the dirt, a couple of wild pitches have allowed the Panthers to score a couple of cheap runs, and they lead it 3-2 now in the third. Young now ahead in the count, 2-1. Let's see if Baker can get recomposed here. And Horizon continuing to call time as Baker starts her windup, just trying to throw off the timing. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a chopper towards shortstop, making the play, the throw to first. Not in time, beating it out on an infield single, Jackie Young. Well, it was a high chopper from Michael Johnston. She had to wait for it to come down, and she fired to first. Young was there with the infield single. And Baker, of the 4 hits she has given up, 2 have been of the infield variety. Here's Sarah Ruiz.
Now batting for the
Struck
Panthers,
out back in the second inning.
Sarah Ruiz.
And the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Melanie Baker trying to keep the damage to a minimum right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up foul just over us on the right side. Goes foul, no balls, 2 strikes. So Baker's way ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 down in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Panthers lead at 3-2. Ruiz at the plate. Here's the pitch. Check swing taken low. 1-2. Baker with the pitch, just missed low, and it's 2-2. She wanted that call, but Tim Dickey not ready to ring her up with that right hand. So the count even at 2-2 now. Young, the runner at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chopper right back to Baker. Her throw to first is in time, and they get out of it, but not before 3 runs come across, and the Panthers take the lead. We're going to the 4th, 3-2, Horizon. Jenny Spencer is the new pitcher for the Horizon Panthers. Amber Williams will now take over at first base.
Now batting for the Vikings, third baseman, Melissa.
So Amber Williams' day is done, and the first pitch from Spencer is in there for a strike to Melissa Tabita, leading off the 4th inning. Takes in there for a strike, 0-2, so Tabita wasting no time at all. Or excuse me, Spencer. And there's the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Taking over at third base is Jamie Mercurio. And she's at second base, actually. So after that foul ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And now Tim Dickey, the home plate umpire, checking something with the official scorer here. Now he's got it straightened out. And a check swing swung on a miss. Tagged out by Robin Owen, the catcher, and there's strikeout number 1 for Jenny Spencer.
Now batting for the Vikings, second baseman Amy Strong.
Here's Amy Strom. Takes outside for a ball. Fouled it away, 1-1. Strom popped up to second and flew to center. She's 0 for 2 so far today. So the count even on Strom. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lori Heiler, the left fielder, is on deck. Ground ball foul on the third base side. So again, Spencer ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Changeup called, strike 3. What an excellent pitch by Jenny Spencer. Gave her the changeup. It just kind of floated in there and froze Strom, who was looking for something hard. And there's 2 away as Spencer has struck out the first 2 batters she faces. And here's Lori Heiler. Heiler grounded to third and popped up to the catcher. And she fouls that one out of play down the left field side. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 4th inning, and the Panthers lead at 3-2 as they get the ball back in play now. Jennifer Downs, the on-deck hitter for the Vikings. Next pitch, chopper to third. Nice play. The throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. Shannon Free makes the play, a 1-2-3 inning. We're halfway through, and the Vikings trail 3-2.
After 3.5. Panthers 3, Vikings 2.
Brittany Baker going into her fourth inning of work. Trying to hold the Panthers at bay right now. She trails 3-2.
Now batting for the Panthers.
All 3 runs scoring in the bottom half of the third inning as Amber Williams steps in there, takes one in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Williams flew out to right field in the second inning. She's 0 for 1. Next pitch taken right at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Christy Heiser is on deck. 1-1 pitch, grounded foul on the first base side, and Baker ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Amber Williams started off the ball game as the pitcher, pitched the first 3 innings. Now she's at first base as Jenny Spencer has taken over for her. Here's a fly ball into right center field, and that's going to drop in. Rounding first and hanging on right there is Michelle Strom, tracks it down and gets it back into play. That's the 5th hit given up. And I tell you, Baker has not given up but 1 or 2 hard hit balls all afternoon, but they just seem to be finding the holes.
Now batting for the Panthers, designated hitter Christy Heiser.
And here's Heiser, who grounded out to second base in her first at bat. Squares to bunt, fouls it away, 0-1. Back in the second inning, Horizon had their leadoff runner on, but was only able to get her to second base. That was Jackie Young. The 0-1 pitch fouled away again, 0-2. Baker doesn't make it real easy to bunt the ball. She really throws it high and tight, but if you take it, it's still going to be a strike. And now she's ahead in the count, 0-2. Let's see if they keep the bunt on with Heiser or if she's swinging away now. 0-2 pitch, right to second base. The throw back to first. They got the double play. Nice play by Amy Strom. And quickly there's 2 away on a line out to second base, and the throw back doubles Amber Williams off of first base. So Shannon Free will now come to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now batting for the Panthers.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Horizon leads Holtville 3-2. Fouls it off her front leg for a strike, 0-1. Free grounded out to shortstop in her first at bat. The 0-1 fouled away, 0-2. Now Baker is looking like she did the first 2 innings now. Has them kind of flailing away at the plate, getting ahead in the count. And she's way ahead here, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch, check swing, fouled it away, looking to protect the plate there. And it stays alive, no balls, 2 strikes. Baker has the sign, the 0-2 pitch, called strike 3. Well, she struck out 1 every inning. That's her 4th of the game. And we go to the 5th inning. Holtville trails the Horizon Panthers 3-2.
For the Panthers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left on base. After 4 full innings.
San Diego Section Championships, the Division IV girls softball. Holtville Vikings and the Horizon Panthers. And for Holtville, leading off will be Jennifer Downs against Jenny Spencer. Throws it low for a ball. 1-0. And falls behind in the count now, 2-0. Downs walked in the first, flew to first base in the third. Next pitch is taken low. So Spencer, who had a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th, falls behind here. 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see if Downs has the green light to swing away here. Nope, taken all the way. 3-1. Melanie Baker, the pitcher, stands on deck. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Takes up high for a ball, ball 4, and a lead runner for Holtville. Holtville scored 2 in the top of the third, and Horizon came back with 3 in the bottom half of the third, and that's your score, 3-2. We're in the 5th inning now, getting into the latter innings. Baker hits a chopper foul down the third base side. 0-1. Melanie Baker reached on an error in the first and doubled and scored in the third inning. Downs the runner at first. Next pitch, changeup, taken low. 1-1. 1-0 pitch way up high. 2-1. Two and one the count to Melanie Baker. Nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. The next pitch ripped up the middle, and that's a base hit. Stopping at second base will be Jennifer Downs, and the first 2 runners are on now for the Holtville Vikings. So Baker with her second hit now, she's 2 for 3 on the day and has reached base all 3 times. Here's Linda Valdivinos, walked and called out on strikes. Looking to bunt, fouls it away, 0-1. Both teams have had trouble getting that bunt down. Holtville would love to move the runners here with 1 out and getting runners at second and third. Sarah Gowdy is on deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Spencer, taken up high for a ball. 1-1 the count. Downs at second, Baker at first, Spencer ready. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch there, just kept it down and away. 1-2 the count. Spencer shakes yes to the sign. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, chopped down the third base side and fielded in foul territory by Shannon Free, and we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, Free's got it, steps on the bag at third, fires to first, and not in time, says first baseman Greg Simmental. And a big play there, getting the lead runner at third base. But going to second, Melanie Baker, and safe on the fielder's choice, Valdivinos. So 1 out first and second. They weren't able to advance the runners, and now Sarah Gotti, the designated player. She takes high for a ball, 1-0. Gowdy struck out in the first and reached on an error in the third and eventually scored. Next pitch, ground ball pass Free, fielded by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Very nice play by Amber Williams. Coming in and scoring, the throw to third is in time to get Linda Valdivinos, who was just trying to make a hustling play, but the run counts. They score 1 in the 5th. We go to the bottom half. We're tied at 3. All knotted up at 3 as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Holtville with some good hustle in that top half of the 5th inning. Melanie Baker scoring all the way from second, and Valdivinos getting thrown out at third base to end the inning, but it had to be a perfect throw to get her, and so you just got to give credit where credit is due. Robin Owen making a good throw right on the bag. Melissa Baker still in there. Melanie Baker, excuse me. Throws in there for a strike, 1-1. Jenny Spencer, the batter. Takes high for a ball, 2-1. Spencer took over for Amber Williams in the 4th inning. She's pitched the last 2 innings. And the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time. 1 up and 1 away. The play made by Melissa Tabita. So Baker seems to be getting stronger as this game goes along. Now the top of the order, Robin Owen. And she made a nice throw to end the top half of this inning, or else Horizon might have been behind in this game. You never know. She takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. Owen flew out to right field in the first. Doubled and scored in the third inning in that big 3-run inning. Here's the 2-0, and it's low 3-0. Well, Baker hasn't gone 3 balls on a batter since the first inning. There's a short hop to short. The throw to first is not in time. Infield single for Robin Owen. That's about the third or fourth infield single for Horizon today. Baker's been able to get the ground balls, but Horizon just really moving it down the line. Here's Rachel Labby, the center fielder. With 1 out and a runner at first, we're tied at 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Runner going, and it's fouled away. Tried a little hit and run there. And the count's no balls, 1 strike. Both teams have found the runs hard to come by for the most part. Baker ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Owen with speed at first. The 0-1 pitch taken outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Labby struck out in the first inning, singled and scored in the third inning. She also has a run batted in. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Baker. Runner going, a ground ball to second. The throw to first is in time, going all the way to third, and out at third is Robin Owen for the final out of the 5th inning. So Owen gets caught trying to steal an extra base. There we go to the 6th, tied at 3. Two innings left in regulation, but they'll play this thing out till somebody wins it. There will be no ties in this one. We start the 6th inning. 3-3 tie. Holtville will lead it off with Mikel Johnston, followed by Emily Arungrai and Melissa Tabita, the bottom third of the order, against Jenny Spencer going into her 3rd inning of work. First pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. Johnston is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Next pitch, chopper to third. Easy play there. The throw to first is in time, and there's 1 up and 1 down. Shannon Free is shown to be a solid third baseman over there. And here's Emily Arungrai, who's flown to center twice. And over in center field now, Rachel Labby, respecting her power. She's had to track a couple down by the wall. Now she's playing just a few steps away from the fence there. And the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. This is the first time for Arungrai to face Spencer. There's a deep drive into left field, going back and making the catch again. Sarah Ruiz, and there's 2 away. Arungrai has really given the ball a ride all 3 times up, but all 3 times the Panthers outfielders have been able to track it down, and now Melissa Tabita is the batter. Tabita reached on an error in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th against Spencer. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 fouled away. Spencer way ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Horizon plays in at the corners at first and third, and the middle infielders play back. Just in case of a bunt, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Change up, taken just a little bit low, 1-2. When Spencer really brings it, and then when she comes with that changeup, it can really freeze a batter. Ahead in the count 1-2 here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball, another nice play by Free. The throw to first is in time. A 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 3.
No error. No one left on. After 5.5.
Amber Tarleton's going to lead it off for the Horizon Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th. Melanie Baker has been in there all the way. Throws strike 1 to Tarleton. 3-3 tie in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the next pitch. And that's taken for a ball, 1-1. Vikings with 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. All 3 runs for Horizon scored in the 3rd. Timeout is called as Baker throws. It'll be no pitch. It's been the Horizon strategy all day long. If they feel like she's getting into a rhythm, they try to break it up. 1-1 pitch, ground ball right back to Baker, who throws to first, and there's one away. Baker has gotten better as the game has gone along. She got into trouble in the 3rd, giving up the 3 runs, but even those were a couple of infield singles mixed in there. She had a double play to get out of any trouble in the 4th inning, and then had another double play to end the 5th. Young is in there now. She takes ball 1. Walked in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd, 1 for 1. And struck out. 0 for 2 today. Here's the next pitch. Good pitch, low and outside on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Baker fouled away, and she's ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackie Young is the cleanup hitter. She stands on deck. Tarleton again makes Baker wait. Now she's ready. The 1-2 pitch. Changeup called strike 3. Great pitch by Baker there. Just changed up on her. When you come in throwing hard like Baker does and Spencer does, and then you come in with that changeup, it'll just freeze a batter. You almost have to be looking for it, but then it's a catch-22. You look for that, and the fastball will go right by you. Sarah Ruiz, the batter, takes low for a ball. Struck out in the 2nd and grounded back to the pitcher in the 3rd. She's 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch, ground ball to shortstop, got it on a couple hops, throw to first is in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Baker and the Vikings. We're going to the 7th inning, the final inning of regulation, tied at 3. Well, Holtville's got to feel like they've got the best chance that they're going to get if they're going to do it in regulation. They're top of the order coming up. Amy Strom, who's leading off, followed by Lori Heiler and Jennifer Downs. But Jennifer Spencer has retired the last 4 batters she faced as we start the 7th. And the pitch is taken low for a ball, 1-0. Strom 0 for 3 so far today, has not been able to get on base. There's a ground ball to first base. The race to the bag is won by the first baseman this time, Amber Williams, and there's one away. So there's one out to start the 7th, and now Lori Heiler, she is also 0 for 3. Holtville has gotten most of their production from the middle of the lineup.
Now batting for the Vikings, left fielder Lauren Tyler.
Here's a ball hit foul down the 3rd base side. No balls, 1 strike. Jenny Spencer entered the game in the 4th inning, and she's been going ever since. We're in the top of the 7th now in a 3-3 tie. Here's the next pitch. Changeup, swing and a miss, 0-2. And there you saw Heiler just fanning away at the ball. Here's the 0-2. Fastball popped up. Back and making the catch is the shortstop, Amber Tarleton, and there's 2 quick outs for Jenny Spencer. Jennifer Downs, the next hitter, she's walked a couple times and popped up to first. Jenny Spencer has now retired 6 in a row.
First baseman Jennifer Downs.
Spencer looks in. Here's the pitch. Takes in there for a strike, 0-1. Here's the changeup. Downs able to lay off of it, and it's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopper to third. Shannon Free's got it. The throw to first is in time for the out. A 1-2-3 inning for Spencer. And the Horizon Panthers with a chance now in the bottom of the 7th. If they score, they win it. We're tied at 3. Sarah Ruiz is going to lead off for the Horizon Panthers.
Batting for the Panthers, first baseman Amber Williams.
Oh, excuse me, looking at the wrong side there. Amber Williams leads it off. There's a strike in there. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Melanie Baker has been in there all the way for Holtville. One pitch, hit down the right field side. It's a fair ball. And she's safe at first base on the play. Good hustle by Amber Williams, and the lead runner is on. That's the potential winning run on there for Horizon, so no doubt they'll be trying to move Williams over.
Batting for the Panthers, designated hitter Christy Heiser.
Here's Christy Heiser. She got the bunt down. The play will be to first. The sacrifice is good. So it goes 3-4 in the book. And the winning run now at second base in the person of Amber Williams.
Batting for the Panthers, third baseman Shannon Free.
Shannon Free now coming to the plate, and maybe we're going to have a switch here. Could be that Horizon is going to look for maybe their fastest runner to get over at second base.
Pinch runner Stacy Greenblatt.
And that's what they're going to do. So Stacy Greenblatt is coming in to run at second base for Amber Williams. And no doubt with some speed, and that's why they pinch ran, because the base hit, they'd like to score that winning run right here. Shannon Free, it's a grounder to second. The throw to first is in time, and there's 2 away. Advancing to third with the winning run, Stacy Greenblatt. Well, a base hit and the ball game would be over, and it's all up to Jenny Spencer.
Now batting for the Panthers, pitcher Jenny Spencer.
Did you ever see that shirt?
So there's going to be a big conference at the mound now. Melanie Baker with the winning run over at third base in the bottom of the 7th of a 3-3 tie. Horizon, if they can just get the ball in play, has a chance to win the ball game. There's 2 outs. I'll tell you one thing, Melanie Baker is not tired at all, but we're going to have a switch. And no switch, actually, he's just telling his outfielders to play in so that if there was a ball hit to the outfield, there would be a play at the plate. Here's the first pitch. And it's taken in there for a strike, 0-1. Spencer singled and scored in the third, grounded out in the fifth. The crowd's alive now over on the horizon side. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Melanie Baker. Taken outside, 1-1, Greenblatt. Trying to keep our run guy busy over there behind the plate, maybe get her to throw a ball away. I don't think a run guy is going to throw the ball unless she definitely has a play. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That is taken outside, 2-1. Baker does not have to give in to Spencer with first base open. The only runner that matters is the one at third. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball towards short. The throw to first is in time, and we go to extra innings. We've played regulation 7 full, a 3-3 tie.
For the Panthers, no runs. Batting for the Vikings.
Jenny Spencer going into her 5th inning of work as we start the top of the 8th inning. Melanie Baker rips a single into left field for a lead hit. So Baker with a 3-hit day. What a great day she's had, both on the mound and at the plate. That's her 3rd hit. She's 3 for 4. She's scored a couple runs. And that's the first hit given up by Jenny Spencer since the 5th inning. She had retired 7 in a row before that hit. Here's Linda Valdivinos. And now Holtville will be trying the same thing, trying to move the runner over for a chance to win the ball game. Squares to bunt, misses, and now going down to second base, and safe at second is Baker. Well, Amber Williams thought that Baker was coming back into first, so she wheeled around to make the tag, and Baker just kept right on going. Smart base running there. Valdivinos behind in the count, no balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, there's a chopper down the third base side, fair. The throw to first is in time, but Baker gets to third on the play. Very nice play by Spencer. So Holtville now with 1 out, they've got the go-ahead and potential winning run over at third base. And Melanie Baker, and Sarah Gowdy is the batter.
Now batting for the Vikings, designated hitter, Sarah Gotti.
Takes the ball, 1-0. Gowdy struck out, reached on an error, and grounded out. She does have a run scored. This pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Horizon, as expected, plays their infield in to try and cut off that runner. Melanie Baker at third base. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Well, right now Spencer is just reaching back and blowing it by Gowdy. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball towards short. Baker's coming home. The throw got her at home. Amber Tarleton making a nice play there. She did not hesitate, came home all the way. And on the fielder's choice, Gowdy reaches, but that's a big out, because now there's 2 away. And the go-ahead run is back at first base now, and Michael Johnston, the batter.
Batting for the Vikings, shortstop, Michael Johnson.
And she takes a strike in there, 0-1. Johnston's 2 for 3 today with a couple of singles. She has 1 run batted in. 3-3 tie in the 8th. Change up, and it just missed, 1-1, and Horizon wanted that call. As you can tell by some of the groans from the crowd, the count even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopper to third, free, will field it in foul territory. And now the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Spencer is with the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another changeup. Just missed. 2-2. Just a little bit high, says home plate umpire Tim Dickey, and the count's even at 2-2. No doubt about that one. It's a full count. Sarah Gotti, the runner at first base, 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch taken up high, ball 4. So Gotti goes to second base. Johnston goes to first. For Spencer, that's only her second walk in the ball game. She walked 1 back in the 5th, the first batter she faced. Big huddle on the mound now for Horizon as Emily Arungrai comes to the plate. She's been able to hit the ball very well today. A couple deep flies to center, and then her last at bat a deep fly to left. And Horizon will play accordingly, playing their outfield way back, which means on a base hit, Gotti should be able to score easily.
Now batting for the Vikings, catcher Emily Irungaray.
So Arungrai stands in there now. 2 on, 2 out. Fouled it off right over here, and it's foul for a strike, 0-1.
Oh, yeah, shut up.
So they wait for the ball to come back in. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Arungrai. Gowdy, the go-ahead run is at second base. Michael Johnston at first, and an 0-1 count. Change up, grounded, foul, and the count's 0-2. Spencer trying to keep that ball low, does not want Arungrai to get one into the gaps in the outfield. Wants to let her fielders make a play. They got to force at any base. One, 2 fouled away. Arungrai getting some good cuts up there. Even though she is 0 for 3, she's hit the ball well all 3 times. The 0-2 changeup. Weakly grounded to third. Free has it, steps on the bag, and that will do it for the 7th. They don't score any, they get a couple of hits. And now, wait a second. No, it's a foul ball. Arungrai is going to get another shot, so it must have gone off of her foot. So let's see if that has any bearing on the outcome here. Holtville gets a second life here. Spencer way ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled away again. Arungrai not letting her get anything by her. Just keeps fouling it off and hopes to eventually get her pitch. Jenny Spencer. Has the sign from Robin Owen. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Good job by Arungrai to lay off of that one, 1-2. And you can see Spencer keeping everything low, trying to keep it there for her infielders. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up, and it's going to go out of play. 1-2, Arungrai hanging in there tough. 7-2 the count to our run guy with Gowdy at second base, Johnston at first, 2 outs. We're in extra innings, the top of the 8th of a 3-3 tie. 1-2 pitch, called, strike 3, and Spencer gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 3.
For the Vikings, catcher Robin Owen.
Top of the order for Horizon. It's been the most productive part of their order. Robin Owen leads it off against Melanie Baker, who's been in there all the way. There's a base hit, and it gets by the center fielder. It's going to go all the way to the fence, and coming into second base with a lead double, Robin Owen. Owen with a 3-hit day, and she represents the go-ahead and winning run at second base. Rachel Labby will be the next hitter. Well, let's see. Horizon may try to bunt her over or try to get her to just hit it to the right side and move Owen over into better scoring position at third base.
Now batting for the
Labby's 1 for 4.
Rachel Labby.
Has an RBI single and scored a run. She's bunting it, and it goes foul. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 3-3 tie. The Horizon Panthers is the home team. If they score here, then they win it. Melanie Baker's been in there all the way and tried to check her swing, could not, strike 2. So Labby way behind in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Owen, the runner at second base. Nobody out and an 0-2 count to Labby. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Baker still looking strong out there. And there's 1 away. And that'll bring on Amber Tarleton.
Now batting for the Panthers, shortstop Amber Tarleton.
She made a nice play last inning, throwing out Melanie Baker at the plate on what would have been the go-ahead run for Holtville. She called time on that first pitch, so there'll be no pitch. There's a ground ball through for a base hit. Having to hold up was Owen, though. Going into third, and she's safe. Goes to second on the throw, and now here comes Tarleton, and Owen's going to score. The Horizon Panthers have won the Division IV championship 4-3.
Owen scores from second, and the Panthers push across their 4th run. Final score, Vikings 3.
Lord, I just thank you so much for this game. Thank you that you kept us all safe and so great. And I thank you that they all had a great game. Lord, I pray that you bless Holtville and
Number 1, Alyssa Tabita. Number 5, Lauren Heiler. Number 4, Michael Johnson. Number 6, Michelle Strong. Number 7, Jennifer Downs. Number 9, Linda Volvinos. Number 10, Sarah Gotti. Number 12, Jennifer Gibbs. Number 21, Emily Youngai. Number 22, Melanie Baker. Number 32, Stephanie Manus. Assistant coaches, Chris Baker and Rodney Tamita. And Viking head coach, Michael Wallstrom. And now to present awards with Jan Jessup, his Horizon principal, Lou Wing. Let's meet the Panther players. Number 1, Rachel Labby. Number 2, winning pitcher, Jenny Spencer. Number 3, Charlene Goodall. Number 4, Joey Lamb. Number 5, Sarah Ruiz. Number 6, Jamie Mercurio. Number 7, scoring the winning run, Robin Owen. Number 8, Amber Carlton. Number 9, Stacy Greenblatt. Number 10, Shannon Free. Number 11, Christy Heiser. Number 12, Amber Williams. Number 15, Jackie Young. Number 19, Cameron Keel. Assistant coaches, Dan Stolbarger, Ted Tarleton, and head coach, Vince Maruka. Congratulations, Horizon Panthers, the 1999 Division 4 champions.
Squat down in the front. Jenny, get in the front.
Hey, let's show these backs.
Well, CIF championships, champions, how does it feel?
Great.
So talk about the pitching early on. You guys had a back and forth battle starting off with your first pitcher was Amber, and then you finished with Jenny. Talk about what Amber had and then with Jenny.
Yeah, well, they're both awesome pitchers. Amber pitched a great game, and Jenny just came in to finish it. And with her changeups, we were able to win this game with the help of number 1, Jesus Christ. I give all the glory to him.
Okay, now that you're coming around third to score the winning run, what's going through your mind?
Get there, just get to home, and that's it.
What were you guys expecting coming into this game against Holtville? It looked even to the task.
Well, with Jesus on our side, we knew that we could do it, and he was there to help us through it, and that's why we won, because of him.
Robin Owen, congratulations on your championship. And in all for George Langevin Productions, that wraps it up here at UCSD, where the Horizon Panthers have beaten the Holtville Vikings 4-3 in 8 innings.